Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. With me, your host, Luckymarine. I'll just turn my volume up so I can hear myself in my own ears because it's really weird when I can't. Alright, so last episode I touched on the fact that I didn't think we were making enough steam. And so we need to go bigger with this room. But why squish this room out any further when we've already got a massive area up here that's already semi-insulated? Semi. And we can properly insulate it and heat that room up pretty easily and quickly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start on, let's deconstruct just the buildings. We are going to start upon the Uber steam room. Really, we've already got the pump in place to pump the steam out. It's pretty much what we need. It's everything that we need, and not that dig. It's everything we need and more. Because I don't really want to be. I know we have sand. We've got lots of sand. I don't really want to use it. I don't. It's become a weird thing for me. I don't want to dig into it. Nope. Just auto will do. Thank you very much. Mildred, if you don't mind. Cheers, love. Alright. We'll get sandstone insulator on the go. Just need to figure out the dimensions that I want. Let's also deconstruct this because it needs to be pushed out. And let's cancel all of this over here. We have interesting things to do. Interesting things are afoot. I can't be out here digging through slime. Well, this is not good, but if needs be, we can just pump it away. You're still on them damn wheels. And where are you going? Delivering slime. Alright. Go get on with. Yeah, I know it's hard work, but you'll be fine. Also need to get rid of these that they seem intent in jumping onto and then just hopping along. That's not how this works. How did you get on? I'm not even going to question how Mildred gets around the base. I'll just assume that it's by magic. Yeah, let's prioritize this, shall we? Let's not let any more in, or as little as we can. Are these batteries full? They are. We'll just fine. Now, good sleep. We're right. Set you at 3. We might have to turn off. We might have to turn this off. Maybe. We'll let it fill up properly. But then these aren't going to work. The gas pumps aren't going to work if they're in water. I'll enable you and enable you for now. And once you're finished there, we'll enable this pump. Oh, we'll do it now. Do not get stuck out there. Do not get stuck out there. No. No. Bad Ming Mai, get in here. Yeah, I would have vomited as well. Right, now build it. What were you going to do? Once you locked yourself in? Out, even. What were you going to do when you blocked yourself out? Stupid girl. Suppose the knock-on effect will be having more batteries as well. So once our batteries are fully charged, we won't run out quite so quickly. Let's prioritise you at 9. Let's get airtight, even if it is contaminated air. Any vomit that they're doing here, any urine, hopefully will steam it out anyway. Speak of the devil. Alright. Yep, get the flooring down there. We'll now deconstruct just the buildings here. May even triple line the base. We don't want heat ingress into where our plants are. Although, let's have a look. No, we should be fine. Should be fine, just double it. Let's prioritise these. Should have had this sorted out. I should have left one skin in place before breaking. Breaking through it, we just let all the contaminated oxygen into the base, which is not good. I grant you that. No thank you, not just yet. Alright, that's good-ish, I suppose. Enable you. And yeah, let's get some more space for the steam to condense into. That's alright. And more insulated tile. This might be a little bit overkill in terms of steam room, but we'll see. We'll see. Prioritise these up, actually. Let's get power generation going again. Mildred can sort it out on her own for now. We're having a bit of an issue with contaminated oxygen. That's alright. Although, hey, what? How have you ended up there? How have you ended up here? You're not meant to be here. Don't know, maybe just a bug. Alright, continue off now. I'll turn you off. You're not getting hydrogen. Still getting oxygen steam mix out of here. Which is nice. And Mildred, working away, like the busybody she is. Imagine having a life of being on a wheel, and then getting off the wheel to eat, and then get back on the wheel. It's no existence really, is it? Alright. That was a bit of a mess up. Deconstructing this when I hadn't got this skin already sorted out, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Get people on wheels. Get these charged up. And Mildred can continue building for us. We will... more thermal tiling. There. We'll make sure we've got this built before we deconstruct the one below it. Like a fool. Mildred, how many times do you need to eat a day? Where are you going now? Let's set these down to a priority of 2. We don't need the contaminated water, it's just nice to have it set up. Actually, let's turn these off. I don't know if it will be using power, so let's turn it off for the time being. Mildred? Oh, there you are. Wow. Yeah, I found that's quite a lot of contaminated oxygen now 10 kilograms, 10 kilograms, 10 kilograms. Yeah, that's quite the amount of contaminated oxygen. I want to deconstruct just the gas pipe, we don't need to deconstruct the vent. Nope, just the gas pipe. And here, 10 kilograms of carbon dioxide. Deconstruct that to get the steam out. As well deconstruct the gas pipe, it's already got 9 kilograms worth in. Deconstruct you. Deconstruct you. Might as well do you as well. Alright, go on that. It's a lot of contaminated oxygen that we're pulling out of the air. Game, please. Let's put them back. On you go. This isn't a priority 9, Mildred. I do know what is though. All these gas pipes down here. Let's not have it backing up the system. Well, at least some of it is kind of working. Deconstruct the gas pipe there. And here. And here. Okay, lots of work to do in the morning. Can we turn these things off yet? Please can someone turn these things off? I think they're what's the issue with our power draw. More pipes. And deconstruct you. Alright, it's very kind of finicky, but I suppose we're not using resources, we're just using the fact that we can deconstruct the gas pipes. Well, that'll teach me not to let so much contaminated oxygen into the base. Wow. Select all that and deconstruct just the building. Alright, you get yourself fed. Hang on, guys. Yep, just running. Just running. Have you still not switched these off there? Because they're required to do, which seems to affect the switching on and off of them as well. Alright. Come on, Jude. You get them switched. Tink, tink, tink. Done. No more power drain. Can't afford it right now. So that done to our batteries. Yeah, that seems better. Not that we looked at it before, but I guess we're increasing the power in here. There will be a point where our guys can get off the little wheels. More time. Yeah, this is better. Alright, so we've got the base set. Kind of, nearly. On which will sit batteries and hydrogen generators. We may even get 2, because even when it's not on, even when it's not working, it's still at 922 degrees Celsius. That's a horrific amount. May even get a coal generator in here. If we're going to get a coal generator in here, because they themselves produce a lot of heat, but they also emit carbon dioxide, which means we'll have to filter. There'll be steam, oxygen and carbon dioxide and contaminated oxygen in here for quite a long time anyway. So there'll be a 4 mix into, that's hydrogen out, contaminated oxygen, and wow, full up again. Yeah, we're gonna have to set up another filtration system somewhere. Well, we'll see. We might not need this or these down here. We may just move the whole shebang up into this room somewhere. But we'll get the infrastructure laid down first. But that, ladies and gentlemen, will be us for this episode. We are kind of... well, yeah, it's just been building. It's just been a lot of building and a monumental mess up by me letting all those gases through. But... oh, balls. Not that. Right. So, yeah. They can live in contaminated oxygen for the time being. It's the carbon dioxide that they have to have issues with. But as long as we've got a pump running, as long as we've got more oxygen being produced and then being pumped into this room, it'll push the contaminated oxygen back up and it'll get pumped out and dealt with. We'll switch the carbon dioxide pumps on every now and then to get rid of said carbon dioxide. As for this up here, it was this colour, which is very toxic, and now it's still very toxic, but it's just colder and very toxic, and there's less of it, I think. So we are gradually getting rid of it to such an extent that we've had to separate. Well, we've had to do a lot of maintenance on these pipes. It was like lots and lots here. 10, 20, 30, There's 30 kilograms worth of contaminated oxygen compressed into this pipe alone. But no, the more that we do maintenance down here, the more that we swap them out, the better, really. I don't mind doing this. It's a bit time consuming and it's a bit boring to watch, but we're not having to use deodorizers. We're not having to fill them with sand. Not having to use our filtration mediums just yet, which means we can save the sand for later game shenanigans. Alright, so I've been Luckymarine. As always, you lot have been amazing. So from Suki, Floyd, Mildred, Mingmai and Lenny, it's goodbye from us. And in the next episode we will be concentrating on getting a huge steam room up and running. I want to be creating a lot more water, a lot more steam, and a little bit more oxygen, if we can. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. It won't go through the abasolite, honest. The abasolite's far too strong for contaminated oxygen, contaminated water to get through. There is no way. There's no way, with a hardness of 150, nearly impenetrable, that the water will be able to get through the abasolite. No. Well, it did. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you here, slightly disheartened. Alright, do take care.